Hey everyone, it's Andy with the Reverb Tone Report, and today we're checking out the DS-1W, the Boss Waza-Fied version of their distortion pedal that really started it all. I started off with two different settings from the new custom mode, and it really offers some improved tones as well as those classic stock sounds. So let's check it out. The DS-1W starts with the original hard-clipped analog circuit that has been utilized by countless musicians from the late 70s onward. From there, the Waza-Fied designers in Japan have expanded this pedal's sonic palette with a new switchable custom mode. The DS-1's hard-edged tone and thick sustain comes partly from its naturally scooped mids. One of the traits in the new custom mode is extra mid-range, which in turn warms up the edges and increases your presence in a band mix. The custom mode also offers a wider dynamic range in low and high gain applications. The lower compression makes it easy to morph from cleaner breakup to thick saturated leads just by varying your picking strength. Lastly, the DS-1 has always sounded great with low gain settings and the output maxed, which is why the Waza-Fied mod offers an extra 6 decibels of output to give you more room to explore those fatter foundation sounds and push your amp into overdrive. The Boss DS-1W is expertly designed and built in Japan, and features the original cosmetics and silver screw at a price point well below vintage offerings. You can check it out right here on Reverb. Alright, so let's just get to the difference between standard and custom modes, and I'll be using a medium gain setting. And starting with the standard mode, the volume will be pretty high, but you'll notice it's not a really high output pedal. But when I switch over to custom, you'll hear that extra output as well as plenty of extra mid-range. There's a lot more output here, so you could actually back off on the distortion and use this DS-1 more as an overdrive or a clean boost. So there's mid-range, extra output, but we also have that change in dynamics on the higher distortion settings, which is really helpful. So it doesn't get as compressed or hairy around the edges. So I'll start again on the stock mode, get that distortion level up there, and we'll hear how it really improves and just fills out the sound when we're in custom mode. One of the things with the DS-1, whether it's the stock or the Waza-Craft version, is that tone control kind of forces you to explore the other side of the dial. In other words, 12 o'clock or below, since that's where the low end stays intact. As you increase it, you start to roll off some low end. But let's just crank up the gain in the custom mode and have a hefty amount of output and see what happens with a higher tone setting. And the cool thing about having those two modes is that you could, of course, match the pedal to whatever style and pickups you have set up. So in this case, I'm actually going to prefer the stock mode because it has that scooped mid-range and it's just really gelling well with these P90s and an open C sharp tuning. Well, that's the DS-1 Distortion finally getting the Waza-Craft treatment, and it just opens up a whole new world with this classic effect. And you can find it and more Boss effects right here on Reverb. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.